And here we are. Let's see what they brought for the playoffs week 1. Okay, they bring the same 6s last week as I did too. And I'm pretty sure we're still pretty good to lead Tinkaton here. If they go for the same lead as last week, then that opens up us in a wonderful way where we ignore the earthquakes. Let me check. Do I really want to delete that, or is there anything else I want to do? If they trick Monkey Dory, that's not terrible. I can work around that. Otherwise, I think we're pretty good. I'm just glad we were able to make it to playoffs again. Let's see how far we can get in playoffs, though. I'm hoping we don't lose to another coin flip like we did last time. That speed tie was a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. They do lead Dugtrio once more. Okay. So we will be able to fly with our air balloon, and if they decide to pop it, we'll find out what kind of set they are. We're just going to go ahead and get our rocks up immediately. No, I realized they didn't nickname them. Oh well, that's fine. I think some of them are nicknamed, I just didn't nickname all of them. Okay, now let's find... Oh, that's not a contact move, so... let's find out. I think, in this case, it is better to preserve. We can go into Midnight and go for a Trailblaze. Or would it just be better to Ryukyu? Would we be outspeeding a Dugtrio? We would be outspeeding Doug, so Draco would be doing a lot, Flip Turn would be doing a lot. Yeah, we could just go into Latios here. How much? Actually, yeah, no. We're gonna go into Virizion. Played a little safe at the beginning because I did also forget that I can't switch out. Okay, we're going Gigaton Hammer. Unfortunate for us, they are not choice locked, but but that means we still are pretty good to just go into Midnight here. We can go ahead and try to get a Trailblaze up. Yeah, because Trailblaze will be a guaranteed knockout unless this thing is Focus Sash, which it very well could be at this point. Yeah, that was a good play on my opponent's part. Tinkaton was specifically built for a choice Dugtrio. But the good news is we do have our rocks up, and so that's going to allow us to deal with hazard, or have them deal with hazards a lot. And I don't believe there's a way they can remove them. Okay, let's see here. Out comes Monkey. And is this Frisk again, or is this Toxic Chain? This is Toxic Chain variant. Okay. So that didn't do too much. Oh, I keep forgetting about the health bar. Okay, that's at like a clean 75%. Let's say this thing is Scarf again. Terra Blast is doing about half. Would it be a good time to Terra? Couldn't be terrible. They could just go for another... Monkey Door doesn't get any ground type moves, does it? You know what? No, we're not gonna play that game. We're gonna go ahead and Terra Blast again, because we should be able to outspeed the Dugtrio at this point. It should not get any ground type moves, right? I'm not seeing any. Does get Focus Blast, but we should be able to live one with our Assault Vest. And this is going to be doing about half. Ooh, okay. That's very physically offensive. And they get a crit. Okay. This might be Specs. I'm thinking that's Specs. Bulky Specs. Because Side Shock. Yeah, that is if it's crit. No, that's not Specs, that's probably Scarf again. And we can KO it from here, so we're just gonna Terra Blast. And we should be able to outspeed Dugtrio unless it is Choice Scarf. Which would be interesting. But that would also be really nice, because then we can guarantee that it's not gonna lock into... what's the name? Sucker Punch for Latios. I'm glad they weren't able to deal with any Toxic Chain shenanigans. And out comes... I forgot this thing's name. Iron Valiant. Is this booster speed? Speed indeed. Okay. Our Terra Blast is doing about 91%, and it is above 91%. We would want to get a crit hit here. And Tentacruel isn't doing too much. They're gonna go for a Fighting type move, right? What do they have? Yeah, in this game, Tentacruel's not doing too much. So we'll be able to take the Fighting type move with Tentacruel. And I might just try to make a double play. Ooh. They get another crit. That... I'm sorry, I'm gonna be salty about that. And they're very likely to have... what's that word? Psycho Cut? Latios should be faster, right? No, it shouldn't. Nah, not with, while that thing has its speed boost. Okay. If we want to take care of this thing, it would have to be with Red Riot here. I don't like the idea of this thing getting some more damage onto us, but they do switch out. Okay, so Flip Turn would have been better there. Okay, here comes our Caledon, but luckily we don't have any hits on it just yet. So how much is a close combat doing? Ooh, if this thing has a lot of defense, then it's going to be doing about half. And Electro Shot. They wouldn't be able to Electro Shot, but... yeah, actually, close combat might not be a bad play. We could actually Swords Dance close combat with the situation we're in. No, actually, I think... oh, I clicked Swords Dance. Okay, we're going with it. We're gonna go with that play instead. I meant to click close combat, but we'll see how this one goes. They shouldn't be able to kill me. I don't know what their Terra type could be. They might be Terra Fairy or Terra Water like last time. They do decide to just switch it out into Pelipper. Forgot this guy was here for a second. Let's see. Pelipper. +2. Am I doing anything? Not really. This guy gets basically a free weather ball. Or a U-turn. I think it's going to be way better to preserve and just go for Sun Eater. They go for Surf, and at this point I may just want to try and Toxic. We can see what happens with... What's their face? We can see if they go Archaludon again. Okay, we do land a Toxic, which is really nice. This thing is now on a timer. They go for the knock. We don't have Black Sludge, but luckily the rain does still heal us. And I say it is time to get out of here, so we're going to go ahead and flip it out. They're probably going back into Archaludon. Yep, okay. So then, let me double check. Virizion versus Archaludon. Sacred Sword is doing about half of its HP. What would I have for Dugtrio after that? What about if I go Latios here and Draco? I mean, it's doing about half of its HP, which isn't all too great. You're not going to be able to do too much. Yeah, I think I'm going to want to go Review here. No. I'm going to want to go Midnight. And then I'm going to Sacred Sword, and anything else I can deal with later. Because what's taking a Sacred Sword? Currently Pelipper, but Pelipper doesn't want to take too much hits. And they go for a Terra themselves. Let's see, is this Terra Water? Or is it Terra Ghost? It is Terra Ghost! They get me! Ah! Good on them, good on them. But the good news is, we can now Toxic this. So, I may just go that route. Go in, get a Toxic, and try to stall. It's a little cheap, but best I can do in this scenario. They very well could go Dugtrio here. But luckily we will have... What's their face? Terapagos in the back. For Archaludon here. We land the Toxic, so this thing's going to be racking up some damage now. Electro Shot is always an annoying move. Let's see how much Latios is. What's the word? Shadow Ball is going to be doing. Shadow Ball is going to be doing about 35%. Draco's still going to be doing a lot better. And we don't know what set it is just yet. Yeah, seems like we are going to have to Draco here. If they predict this and go into Iron Valiant, then we just go back into Scizor there. Okay, so this thing, I'm pretty sure that's still Assault Vested. This is -1. Could we go for a Scizor sweep? It's possible. We set up a Swords Dance. Hold on. Let me think about this. So if it's -1 and special attack, we set up a Swords Dance. That's doing about half our HP, unfortunately. But the +2. Yeah. Oh wait, I gotta. We're going to Terapagos because it's gonna be having double double. What's it called? It got stamina boost. Sorry, I was blinking. And I think now we just protect, because I know we're not outspeeding this. We preserve our ability, and I'm pretty sure this guy goes down. Yeah. Okay. Now, how much is a Terra Starstorm doing to Pelipper? It's going to be doing about 50. It's going to be doing half its HP at max, but luckily rocks will allow us to. Okay, they go into Iron Valiant. They could be trying to close combat to break our thing. Let's see how much I'm doing here. I'm doing 91%. What do they have left? 76. Okay, this would be a range to kill. They are going for a fighting type move. They could also just be going straight up liquidation. I'm just gonna kill it. Fire Punch. I'm glad we didn't switch then. Okay. No burn, and we Terra Starstorm. Okay, unfortunately, it's still alive. But this is also why we have Protect, so that we can get our ability back. They could very well just go ahead and bring in Pelipper here, but I think having our ability is very important at this point. They could Swords Dance here too, I just remembered. They do. Okay, so it would have been better to just attack. They're gonna Fire Punch, it's the safer play for them. Well, they don't Fire Punch, but That does a lot, unfortunately. But we do KO them. And I'm not 100% sure if we can pull off the win with Scizor. I think if we get a Sword Stance up somewhere, we might be able to. But it's getting a little harder to place where I can put that Sword Stance. How much is Earthquake doing to me if I'm at 223? Or 233. I'm at 59. Earthquake's only doing about 30%. 15 doing less, and we would have another range to KO it. Yeah. So this might come down to... yeah, it might come down to another 1v1. And it all really depends on if Scizor is going to be able to take anything from Barraskewda. Actually, Barraskewda comes in immediately. What is this guy wanting to do? He could very well... Is this guy going to set up? Does this guy have Sword Stance? I do not know. Okay. Thought process here. We protect, get a little bit more HP back, see what the plan is for them, and go from there. They do just CC. I think they might be Expert though. And Terapagos at this HP is not going to be taking any close combats. Scizor can't take a Fire Fang, which I'm pretty sure this guy gets. Barraskewda. Let me check. Oh, it might not get Fire Fang. Okay. Close combat's doing a lot to Scizor though, right? Yeah, it's doing about a little... Oh, it's doing half. Okay. Yeah, we got a Terastar Storm here. And then with it being -1 defenses... Pounce can potentially KO it. If they go into Pelipper. Then, and we're not +2. Oh wait, I had it set up for Wisp being +2. Pounce won't KO it, but I think it should make us faster. It's not going to make us faster, but a Bullet Punch should clean up after. Okay. Yeah, it's the best play. Ooh, this is really rough. Oh, that might be Choice Bandit, actually. And then where's Pelipper gonna sit? This is a... I'm not doing that much at all. I'm doing 13%. I have to Sword Stance here. What's a Weather Ball doing to me? Doing... Oh, in the rain? It is in the rain, okay. doing half max. So Swords Dance, Bullet Punch might have to be played. Yeah. Maybe it's gonna be slower than me. Or maybe I should just go Pounce. Make sure it's slower than me. Sure. It is the Roost set, okay. So if I can get a Sword Stance off here. Then we should be in a pretty good spot. This is coming down to the wire again. Oh, don't confuse, don't confuse, don't confuse, please. Now that Weather Ball can KO. And I don't think we can either. Huh. I think I'm gonna have to hope they roost. No. Can I get a crit? Is that gonna matter? Crit wouldn't matter too much. They're gonna land their Hurricanes. Weather Ball can KO. I think if they go for another Hurricane, we have a chance, but we might have a chance. And we don't. Okay. Well, that was another close game with the Steelix Lad, and I'm glad you guys could join me for the ride. Thank you for the wonderful match, and I'll see you guys in the next season. Peace.